Hey guys, how you doing? Super quick one today. Got a crazy morning, back-to-back calls. So yeah, just a quick one about measuring what we do. Yeah. So I'm from so say hello anyway. Click the link. Click the like 500 times, 502 times. Yeah. Smash. Click the blue button. Yeah. Say hello. Don't hide in the background. If you're on, show me who you are and participate in my community. So anyway, how is everyone? Yeah. So today, going to talk about measuring things and what gets measured gets done. So I'm going to ask you the question: Do you always measure your goals? Do you always try and measure your goals, and do you put figures and stats next to what you do? I'm going to tell you a couple of little stories just to contextualize it for me. So I'm from a retail background, my previous, so we had stats on everything. Yeah, we had KPIs on everything. There was times, where you felt you couldn't go to the toilet without there being stats on it, and how many times per day you go to the toilet and how long that was for and how productive you are and all that stuff. Yeah, so but there is definitely a place for figures. There's definitely a place for statistics. There's definitely a place for keeping a measure of what we're doing, So I'll give you an example now in my world, in my coaching world. I definitely have stats going on regularly, and I keep an eye on my figures, and measure those. And then of course the productivity or the success rate of those statistics obviously then leads to how do I operate going forward. So there's definitely a place for those. I'm just going to share you a super quick story though, when this goes too far. Yeah. So I've worked for a retail company before, right? I'm not going to name names, and it was many years ago, and they don't exist anymore now. Funny enough, they don't exist. I wonder why. Yeah. So I used to work in the field. I used to be travelling around visiting lots of branches. Yeah. And trying to contribute and trying to make value wherever I go, and make good rapport, good connections, and push performance. Okay, so that's that side of it. And we have stats for all that. It's all good. And I was the results man. That was my thing. Yeah. But anyway, so even this was measured. In the field, we used to visit branches, and we used to have to punch in. Like in a production line, like in a factory, yeah. We used to have to finger punch into a store, which then basically tells the computer, tells the statistics that we've arrived in a certain destination, a certain branch. Hi Robin, how are you? Just talking about my old days of retail. About statistics and about what gets measured gets done, but when it goes too far. So when it goes too far is when you have to arrive into a branch and you finger punch, you punch yourself into a store, yeah, so that time is logged somewhere on a computer, and then we were required to finger punch back out when we left stores, yeah. And I was senior management, okay, and it's not as if I'm kind of holier than thou or anything like that. However, where does trust come into it? Yeah. Sometimes you've got to be able to trust your people, and the more trust you give to the staff, the more they'll trust you. Yeah. So there's just an example of when statistics or measurement goes too far. As I say, and then being challenged later on. Why did you arrive at branch X at such and such a time, and you didn't get to the branch which is an hour drive away? You didn't get there till 2 hours later. What were you doing in those 2 hours? You know what I mean? So anyway, gonna leave it there. But what I will say, there's no surprise this company no longer exists. Yeah, perhaps measuring and perhaps focusing on the wrong things. Yeah. So there's an example of where it all goes wrong. Anyway, going to leave it there. Going to crack on. I've got back-to-back calls now. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy.